Alright, so I was at work trying to find something to listen to, and yes, it was allowed. I'm a professional time thief, but this time it was approved. And I came across this video by Sensitive Society. He's another commentary YouTuber. He makes very good content. I'd go check him out if you wanted to. And make sure to go subscribe to him. But I found this video that I started watching today, he posted about 6-7 hours ago, talking about the situation between a channel known as Prim Inc. and another channel, Lily Jean, who's an actor, but she can't really act, and we'll get into that more later. And if you don't know who Prim Inc. is, he's a guy who makes these like documentary style videos, and he would get a lot of views, obviously. And this is the video he made of her. It got 10 million views that she fabricated her entire life, and it's pretty insane, honestly. Like, I'm talking about this because I thought it was crazy. Like, I just wanted to give my opinion on it and help spread awareness because the stuff that she's doing and trying to do to the guy is super messed up. But you can see the guy has a little over 1 million subscribers, so he's not a small channel by any means. But he stopped posting almost about 4 years ago. Posted 4 years ago, and then 8 months ago, and then now finally 4 days ago. And so we're gonna be checking out his video on it and going over what all she's doing to him. And if this was happening to me, I would have no idea what I would do because Priming definitely handled it a lot more gracefully than I probably would have.
Free to let the Priming farm know that we have given their real names to the DA's office along with screenshots from their Discord server as they have a penchant for playing with children under 16 years old. Hey guys, how's it going? We have no time for chit chat. We have serious issues today. So 4 years ago, I made a video on a girl named Lily Jean. I'm sure everyone here remembers her.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
But in case you didn't, she was this Instagram influencer who had 1 million followers, but when you went through her page, you started to notice some things were off. For example, she had all of these followers, but no one in the community actually knew who she was. She had posts from events that she appeared to go to, but when you looked at them, they were photoshopped and she never attended. And one of the weirdest things is that she would interact with a lot of accounts on her page like they were her besties in real life, but the accounts were not real people. They were these weird made-up characters that were a little racist, kind of homophobic. It was a crazy video, go watch it. But the reason we are here today is because for the past 4 years, Lily and her mother have been doing some very crazy stuff behind the scenes, and it's reached the point where I can no longer stay silent. Before we get into the madness, I thought we should take a little time and have a little catch up since it's been 4 years. That's a long time. What has my girl Lily been up to? The biggest change is that she went and got her teeth fixed. And no matter how I say this, this is gonna sound mean. So I'm sorry, but I don't know how to say it in a nice way. She had teeth that were like underdeveloped baby teeth. Look, I'm not a dentist. I don't know what was going on. And I would like to say, I have never brought up Lily's teeth at all. The only reason I'm bringing it up now is because I know online a lot of people bullied her for her teeth. So she went and got them fixed and they look great, honestly. We're still going to war and I will destroy everything she knows and loves. But I'm happy for the teeth. They look great. The next big change that happened is she completely gave up on her. Also started doing this weird thing. She'll make a video that is like a compilation of all her acting clips, but then she'll pretend that it's like a trailer for a movie that's gonna be coming out. And then she'll take this trailer and she'll submit it to a bunch of like really tiny film festivals that like, I don't even know if they're real, honestly. And these film festivals are giving her awards for these trailers that are just clips of her acting.
I have no idea who's giving her awards because her acting is abysmal. And no, Joey Tribbiani, I'm sorry, but it's not a good thing. And this is some of her acting with quotation marks.
It's time to let go of the ghost. Oh no! I'm bald.
Do you bleed? I'll paint the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt. But I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry.
So as you can see, it's terrible. I don't think that she'll ever get a major acting role, just being honest. You know, it might be a little brutal, but it's true, alright? I'm not saying that I'd do better, but I would think that pretty much anybody would do better.
Started to do a little digging into her post, and one thing I noticed was that she was linking to a bunch of articles that she was featured in. And at first, I was kind of proud of Lily because I saw these articles and they all seemed to be legit. The journalists seemed to be real. The articles had real information. Everything looked fine. So I went to these journalist pages to see their other articles, and I noticed two things very quickly. One is that all of their articles were oddly very similar. A lot of them had matching titles, and the interview questions were like copy and pasted. It just felt like the articles were pre-made or they were made by like AI. What is this? You might be asking. On Fiverr, there is a category under digital marketing called guest posting. What this is essentially is that you pay people very little money and they will write fake articles on you and they'll post it to places that look really legitimate. So if someone is looking to hire you eventually, they'll search your name and this super official looking article will come up and they'll be like,
wow, you're so talented and famous. I'm gonna hire you right now.
The problem though is that I had no proof that the journalists Lily's articles were engaging in this. So what I did is I put on a Spotify playlist, product photos, and he had this article posted as an example of like what he can do, but he cropped out the journalist's name to try to like hide what they're doing. So I looked up that article and I discovered it was written by Yitzy Weiner. Is that Weiner? Is the same guy who wrote Lily's article. Hey Lily, that's a bit odd. But we don't stop here. Then I went to the reviews and someone had posted an article that they had bought, but they were unhappy with. But if you clicked on that photo, that article was written by Gigi, the same journalist that also wrote one of Lily's articles. Huh, that's a little odd. Lily, I want you to know that you have made an enemy. And as your enemy, I'm going to look into everything you do until the day I die. And even when I'm dead, I'll hire a private investigator or something. And we'll continue to look into everything you do. Because you've messed with the wrong guy today, buddy. I'm medicated and angry. So, a few months ago, I was looking through my comments on the channel, and I noticed some very weird comments that were saying some really weird stuff. They were saying that I wasn't a real person, that I was an AI, and I was controlled by other channels, and like, I'm not real. It was like actually insane stuff. Like, I'm real.
Now that's exactly what an AI would want us to think, wouldn't it? No, but for real, Lily is insane. She's obviously gone off the rocker. She really has faked her entire life. She's got fake articles written for her. She's got fake comments and bots on her Instagram and retaliating on people's videos. And she's been trying to get this guy's video taken down and stalking him and doxing him and all kinds of stuff and harassing him for the past 4 years. 4 years. That's a long time to keep going after someone. You gotta admire her tenacity a little bit, but she's definitely crazy. Am I scared that she might come after me? No, because I'll probably not get any views, but it's okay.
So I decided to look into what was happening here, and I discovered that it was comments coming from multiple accounts, but they were commenting a lot of the same stuff. And I also noticed that the comments were almost entirely on my Lily Jean video. So I got a little suspicious because in my mind, I was like, who do I know that's got some kind of correlation, connection with fake comments? Huh. Lily, I'm not accusing you, but do you think you might know what's going on here? Maybe? Do you think you have a, can you? So I decided that I needed to test this theory. So I began checking one by one if people who commented on Lily's channel were also commenting on mine. And I found some interesting things. On Lily's channel, Caitlin says, "This looks fun. I'm so bored with what's been coming out, so I love you wrote an original concept. Keep going." On my channel, she says, "Hope she comes for you, then buries you somewhere." Cat emoji. Moon Alien says,
I like how she took the route to secretly hate berate his channel with fake accounts and little minions that support her, probably, if she has any, on that guy's channel just because of the one video. Yeah, I mean, it did get 10 million views, which is pretty crazy, and I'm sure she was very upset about that, but instead of doing that, she could have just responded. It's very easy to respond, but I'm sure she didn't want to because it's all true. Allegedly. I don't want to be sued here from my 0 views. And I like how it says Lily Jean is an award-winning New York City actress and filmmaker. Has she even been in any films? Because I haven't heard of anything, unless it was some kind of extremely low production home movie put together by her family and friends. I know I'm a very small channel. I'm trying to work my way up. I can't even imagine getting to 1,000 subscribers, but come on guys, you gotta help me out. We have to get past Lily Jean in subscribers. We have to. I would be eternally grateful. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
This account and this account is not the same person, right? These are clearly, clearly the same people here. So then I went to these accounts and I wanted to see if I could find out if maybe they were real people. And what I found was that every single account was completely blank and they all had photos that were just generic images taken from Google. When my video came out 4 years ago, ever since that day, Lily and her mother has been spamming my channel with copyright notices. And honestly, this in itself is completely fine. I deal with copyright notices a lot. The issue is what these emails contain. So these emails would start out quite normal. They would contact YouTube and they would...
YouTube is notoriously bad with copyright strikes because even if it's fair use, someone can have an automated thing to copyright strike you and it'll go through a lot of the time. And then you have to appeal it and then you have to wait like a week and that hurts your views. It's happened to me. I make no money off of this, of course, but it still was annoying because I feel like a couple of my videos could have been done better if they didn't get copyright striked, or copyrighted. But a lot of people will abuse the copyright system in order to steal money from people or to take down someone's videos or even their channel. It's not the first time some complete douchebag person has tried to abuse the system. And YouTube still refuses to do anything about it. They won't fix the problem. They don't listen to people most of the time. They refuse to help most of the time. Yeah, they are a big corporation, but you'd think that they would try to improve their system a little bit more. And also, if you don't know, to appeal a copyright strike, you have to give your full name and give them your information. So then, if someone copyright strikes your stuff, they can just get your information because there's no safety there. YouTube just doesn't care about that. But this is a situation where YouTube really needs to stop ignoring it because this is getting very serious and it's a big issue because it's not only harassment or trying to abuse the system, she's also doxed Primink, and we'll get into that in a minute. He'll talk about it, but still, it's ridiculous.
Tell YouTube, hey, Primink is stealing my content, take this video down now. And then YouTube was like, no, fair use, he's fine. But over the years, as their claims got rejected over and over, I think something began to snap with them because the emails started to get more and more unhinged. The first taste of this unhinged behavior came in their 5th notice when they tried to use the ugly mermaid drawing. You remember that? They tried to use that one image to get the whole entire video removed. YouTube obviously declined it, and then they respond with, this video has created harm, terrorized a young girl who was 16 at the time, and is exploiting a minor. I suggest you remove my client's content immediately. We will be proceeding with legal action for negligence. Now, just for clarity's sake, when my video was released, Lily was a full-grown adult, and also, when I read this, the first thing I thought was she 16 when she made that mermaid drawing? Because that honestly makes it 10 times uglier.
Gadgets 생겨서 플랜이. I've got who's it's and what's it's going.
Now this email wasn't that crazy. I was a little like taken back, but like honestly, I was like, what are you gonna do? The next thing they did is that they took the photo that I used in my thumbnail and they went and got it registered for like an official copyright with the US government. They got like a fancy paper and like documents, and then they took those documents to YouTube and they're like, hey YouTube, we have this photo registered with the government. You need to take it down. And then YouTube was like, no, sorry, it's still fair use. El bozo. And their response to this rejection was crazy. The user has violated my rights and is using my copyrighted photo on their cover. As the rights owner, I demand this to be removed immediately. This is not fair use. This is a violation. This is verbal rape.
Now, if that's not someone that's completely unhinged, then I have no idea what is. Verbal R word, can't say it, but that's insane. They're just trying to pull out all the stops with that one.
What? That's a little unhinged, right? Am I overreacting to think that's crazy? This is disgusting behavior by YouTube to keep such content alive at 10 million views. The photograph I own. Remove this. You should know as well, this channel is a content farm in the United Kingdom and Malaysia. What are you talking about? First off, they use the term content farm. Now, content farm is a very niche term that I don't think 99.9% of the population uses at all. So it's kind of odd they're using this word because we've also seen it in the comments that we had earlier in this video. Will we? That's really odd. Secondly, they say that I'm a channel being ran in the United Kingdom and Malaysia. And how do I respond to that? No one runs this channel. It's just me living here alone in the United States, chilling. And quite frankly, if you told me you'd give me $1 million to tell you where Malaysia is on a map, I assure you, I would not be getting $1 million. I don't know where Malaysia is on a map. All I know about Malaysia, they had an airplane go down. Rest in peace. That's all I know. And every time I received an email for years, they would just get more and more unhinged. Slandering, defaming, and creating a disgusting, hateful environment for a woman who is Jewish and has now received multiple death threats over the years because of it. And last, beyond our proof, if you desire to receive the names of the detectives we have involved on this case of slander, cyberbullying, cyberstalking, defamation, hate crime, we can provide that along with the reports. We expect you to promptly react and stop giving courtesy to a channel that thrives on defamation, slander, and fosters sexual discussion, shared photos, and contact with minors on its YouTube Discord server called Primic Cult 8.0.
Just look at this. Cyberbullying, cyberstalking, defamation, hate crime. They decided to pull out every buzzword they could possibly think of to get YouTube to take it down. And that is ridiculous. And not only all that stuff. First of all, they are the ones cyberstalking and harassing Prim Inc. And not only that, but then they also try to say that he's a pedophile. Like, that could not only ruin his career, that could literally ruin someone's entire life. There's no proof of that. There's literally nothing. They're only saying that stuff to try to get him removed or taken down or to ruin his life. Like, there's literally no other reason. That is completely evil to lie about something like that. It is not a joke at all. They tried to pull the Jewish card. They tried to pull the minor card. They tried to pull the woman card. I mean, what else are they going to do now? And also, where's the hate crime? I don't think you said anything about her being Jewish or white or anything. Where's the hate crime?
Discussion. Further, feel free to let the Primic Farm know that we have given their real names to the DA's office along with screenshots from their Discord server, as they have a penchant for playing with children under 16 years old. This is honestly the most insane thing I've ever received. How can you be so deluded that you are accusing someone of slander and defamation, and then in the same email saying one of the most slanderous, defamationist things in the world? Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I think if you go to someone's employer and you say a statement that you know to be false, and that statement then financially hurts them, I think you become liable. Maybe. I don't know. And also, just to top this off, and after I received this email, I decided, okay, they're crazy. They're getting more and more crazy. I need to try to stop this. So I emailed Lily with a photo from the email I just read, and I simply said, hello, this is pretty wild. Please stop. I never received a response for that email, and after a while, I was like, okay, I'll try something else. So I ended up making a tweet asking if I could read the emails in a video, and truthfully, I kind of lied a little. I had never planned to make a video. That tweet was just meant to, like, tell them, hey, if you don't stop, I'm gonna read them. So you better stop. And after that tweet, I actually didn't receive an email for quite a long time. But then earlier this year, I received a new email. In this email, they started with my private business name, my entire real name, and my entire address down to my house number. And then instead of calling me Primink like they've done for every single email for the past 4 years, they now address me as Mr. My Last Name. So that's a great way to open an email. Totally normal. And then throughout this email, which I can barely read because it's like honestly the ramblings of a schizophrenic patient, they list off a ton of emails from like FBI agents and like the NYPD. They talk about receiving glitter bombs that they think could be real bombs. Lily has developed PTSD from my video, and she can't even go in public without fearing for her life, but she can go in public and act like a crazy alien. Lily's apparently in therapy now.
Sure, Jan.
Lily's father is disabled and he can barely walk, which I don't even know why they put this in the email. Did I disable him? And also, they're giving me the private information of a lot of YouTubers. They're telling me who owns the Anna Oop channel. They're telling me Sunny V's real name and where he lives. They're telling me Jelly Smack's owner. I don't even know who Jelly Smack.
Well, now we know who she's gonna go after next. Like Sunny V2, are they in coordination with this or something? Did he make a video on her? Because probably. If she's gonna say his name and address and everything, it's super weird. I have no idea what the point of that is.
They're mad at Mark Cuban and Snapchat. This is like physically draining me. So after I got this email, I realized that they're not gonna stop. I tried ignoring them for 4 years. That didn't work. I tried asking them nicely to stop. That didn't work. I tried tweeting that I was gonna read these out. That didn't work. So at this point, my only option in my mind was just to show everyone how absolutely psychotic Lily Jean and Lord Truman are being. Congrats, guys. You did it.
I mean, he was more than patient for them. He gave them every opportunity to stop and stop being such a weird, creepy group of people. Not only that, but they're extremely cringe too. Like, that should be the most heinous crime. But they really cost this guy 4 years of his YouTube career. Like, I mean, I make no money from the platform, but this guy has over 1 million subscribers, so he was definitely making some good money. That's 4 years of his life that he was not making money from YouTube, probably, or not very much. He missed out on a lot of opportunities to talk about, and have probably given him a lot of stress and anxiety over the years. It's absolutely unacceptable and completely ridiculous that they would act like that, especially for 4 years. How do you not let something go for 4 years? That's ridiculous. You can't be sane if you're still trying to take down someone's video after 4 years. You definitely got a few screws loose, some mental health problems you need to go work on.
Got another video. I like to laugh and joke around, and I'm not very serious, but I do think this is actually an issue here. For the past 4 years, Lily Jean and her mother have been blatantly abusing the copyright system, and my channel's protected. I'm not sure how or why, but my channel has like a force field on it, and any copyright claims that come to my channel get shut down real quick. But smaller creators are not protected. If you just look up Lily Jean copyright strike on YouTube, you'll see dozens of creators who have had their videos removed and strikes put on their channel from these false claims. I even had one of my videos removed from a second channel. We were testing recreating my voice in AI and then dubbing it to Spanish.
Pero no importaba si sus talentos eran un poco engañosos.
That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? We're living in the future. They are also using the copyright system to send actual harassment to creators that creators can't block because it's coming from the official YouTube email, and you have to view it because it has the potential not only to delete your video, but also to delete your channel. And personally, I don't think a smaller creator wants or should be forced to read an email where they're being called a child predator through YouTube's official email system.
Clearly, Lily and her mother have lost their marbles. I don't know how many more references I'm going to make to losing your mind, but anyway, they're crazy people, and they're abusing the copyright system, and YouTube really needs to step in, especially this time. They need to do something. It's getting kind of ridiculous. So hopefully that'll happen. You know, I just want to make this video, help try to spread awareness about it, but you know, I'm a very small channel, so I doubt it's going to really do anything, but I still wanted to talk about it, share my opinion, and yeah, go check out Prim Inc. Go subscribe to him. Go check out Sensitive Society. Go subscribe to him. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends, your enemies, whoever you want, really. And yeah, see ya.